Right, we have the women's 800-metre runners on the start line. This will be an interesting race. Got Laura Story, who's been running PB after PB in the 400 hurdles.
On the inside, Scott, Kelly, Griffith, Kian, Story, Ferguson, Waters and Lindsay Pekin. Now, Lindsay Pekin, would she maybe doing a bit of pace duty, or would she be having a crack?
It'll be interesting because I'm guessing that she's pacing, but she was down for the 200-metre start as well, so maybe she's doing a big training session.
Yeah, would not like to do a 200 flat out after pacing. It has been confirmed.
Well, Selma Cajun will probably want the pace. The Olympic qualifiers 2015. As yet, we haven't had any of the Aussie girls close to it, but they've got potential to do the standard. Selma pulled out of Adelaide at about 4:20 off the track, so I think it was due to gastro. She's part of the MTC, Melbourne Track Club, with Nick Bedeau as her coach.
And it'll be interesting to see what Georgia Griffith can do. She was 4th at the 2014 World Junior Champs.
She was, and she came 3rd at our Open Victorian State titles the other day behind Rosie Kelly, who's coached by Justin Lewis, who I know pretty well. And Rosie came 2nd, so it was a close race. Georgia's a very tough athlete. She went out really hard. She took the girls out and led it. She's a gutsy runner. Be interested to see how she goes. I think she's sitting in, she'll run a lot better. And
I think this would be Laura Story's probably only 4th or 5th actually ever 800 metres. She did a 57.44 in the 4 hurdles.
Yep.
She's been running some good 4 flats and some good 800s. So if it's around that 202, 203, I wouldn't count Laura Story out of the race.
No, she's tough. She's Penny Gillies' athlete. She's trained very hard. She looks very fit, ready to go.
So from the inside, Isabel Scott, Rosie Kelly, Georgia Griffith, Selma Kian, Laura Story, Nicola Ferguson, Keely Walters, and doing the pacemaking duties, Lindsay Pekin. And it looks like Pekin really setting a blistering pace, and Laura Story wanting to go out in front now. So the athlete in the front, Lindsay Pekin, is setting the pace, but Laura Story, she's wanting to go with it. And this is pretty fast, Tamsin.
Looks great. 27 through the 200. I think she'll probably slow it down just a little bit. So hopefully they hit the bell at that around that 58-second mark, and that'll really put them on target to chase that 2015.
And you want to see the field stretched out at a track classic. This is about running fast. It's not about medals. There's nothing really on the line except qualifiers, and the only way to get it is by going fast. And
I think that's the reason that you have the athletics tour. It's for athletes to put themselves out there and try and chase these qualifiers. So this is perfect for the girls. Lindsay's doing a great job.
Like you said, 58, there it is.
Perfect
Story,
pace.
And just tucked behind her, Kayan. We'll see how far Lindsay's going to take this race around. She might go for the first 500. We'll see.
Off the track.
There we go. So it's Story in the lead. Selma Kian in 2nd place. The time to go for 2:01.5. Kian still just a touch behind her. What's going through the head with 2:50 to go, Tamsin?
The pain of it. You have to just basically concentrate on the girls around you. You want to race them. You basically think of form, using your arms, trying to forget about the pain that's kicking in.
All right, they got just under 150 metres to go. It is still Laura Story. She's very good and just improving every week over this 800 metres. Selma Kian on her shoulder. Story now starting to wind it up. Can Selma respond as they enter the home straight? The New South Wales athlete. They're both from New South Wales. It's Kian and Story. Kian now turning it up. Story fighting back, but Kian now striding away. And Selma's going to take it out. So close, 2:02.28. That'd be another PB for Laura Story in 2nd place, but that's very, very handy running. And I think maybe a few more races like that at that pace should be under the qualifier.
That was a great race. I mean, remember, Selma Cajun's PB is only 2:01.96. I think I'm going off memory. So it's a pretty good effort. She 2:02.28 is really good.
Perfect. Steve gives a thumbs up to her 2:01.96.
I do like my 800 stats. She ran gutsy then. She got the sit-in over Laura. I was really impressed with Laura's race then. It was a tough run. You know, she really chased that time. She was the one who was willing to go with Lindsay Pekin's pace. It was fast, 58.6 through the bell. That's starting to move. They got a little bit tired, started to tread water around that, you know, that back straight towards the front straight area, which is often really tough area, especially if you're out there on the front leading it. But I thought Laura's race was brilliant. She's got a big decision to make at Nationals. What race does she target, the 4 hurdles or the 800? But Selma, great run. She's heading down to PB territory, and she should be really happy with that race.
Now, Laura Story actually has entered the Queensland Track Classic in the 800 and the 400. So I wouldn't advise doing both of them on the same day. But
pretty tough.
2:02.68 for Laura Story. That's pretty fast.
It was a great run. I was really impressed with that race. It's tough. It's tough to take the pace at the back end of an 800, and she fought as hard as she could to hold Selma off. Who, Selma's been around for a few years now, so she's the seasoned competitor. Laura's got a lot of potential in this event, I feel. If she fixes up that last 80 metres just by doing more of the races at that pace, they just need some race hardness. Who knows what she can do? She's very close. She's the second off that Olympic standard now. So.
Yeah, and every race it seems she's getting faster and faster as we see the official results there. Georgia Griffith coming in over the top to avenge her loss to Rosie Kelly at the Victorian State Champs. Rosie Kelly in 4th and Isabel Scott from South Australia in 5th. We got Robbo trackside with Selma Kian.
Thank you, Lynchy. I was just doing the polite thing there, letting Selma just get her breath back a little bit more so we can have a bit higher quality interview here. Selma, well done. Firstly, a great win, but also tell me how you're feeling about the time there as well.
Yeah, I'm really happy about the time. Just happy to be getting a bit faster each race. Obviously, I want a bit quicker because I want to get that qualifying time, but I'm just happy to keep improving, and I think I'm really happy with the win and just the way I timed that race.
We're talking fractions of seconds now. 0.3 off the PB, 0.8 off that, Olympic qualifier as well. Tamsin Manu up there in commentary was, obviously willing you on. And we're seeing some great things with the girls 800 at the moment. Next up for you, what's your next focus?
So the next one's Brisbane next week. So just hoping to get a little bit faster there and then hopefully gear everything towards Nationals.
Well, I look forward to having a chat with you when you get under that 2 minutes very soon.
Great, thanks.
Back up to you guys.